Yes, yes, yes. I'm back. I told you already. I don't make believe. I make believers, family. I'm your gracious host, drummer boy 1980, hailing from the Carolinas. Columbia, South Carolina to be exact. I hope you're having a good day today, fam. If not, you know the old adage, ask yourself why. And remember, happiness is an inside job and it will always be an internal affair. With family, we back again today with none other than TBA, the Black Authority as I call him. Some know him by Jason Black. This is a good showing here. I'm gonna call your attention to the screen and let's see what TBA have to say about today. All right, let's go.
Let me get caller from area code 240. You're on live with The Business. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Hello to you. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm sorry. This is Lisa from Maryland.
Hi, Lisa. From where at in Maryland?
Laurel, Maryland. I'm sorry.
Okay, Lisa from Laurel, Maryland. And what did you learn from the Kevin Samuels era?
I didn't really learn too much from it. I felt like he tried to put women down, and what really got me, and I'm getting off subject a little bit, when he told that lady she was average at best. I feel if she was a light-skinned woman or a mixed woman, that would have never been said, because we know how colorist black men are anyway.
Okay, you know, let me find out. Let me find out something here. How long did you listen to his program?
I listened to him for a while.
Okay, let me find out a couple of things here. When he said to that woman that she's average at best, and by the way, Kevin was very good for lifting things from television, Tony Soprano. All right, fine. Tony Soprano said that to Christopher Moltisanti. You're average at best. I'm just saying, I want fellas to get their own ideas. Everything can't be just lifted and stolen from everywhere, guys. If you really want to excel at something, start cultivating your own ideas. However, I want to go back to that. When you say that you take issue with the fact that he said she was average at best, what was it about her that made him say that?
I would say more because of like her complexion. And
okay, did he slow down. Did he invoke her complexion, and you mean her skin tone? Did he invoke that as an issue?
He didn't, but I feel
ma'am, you can't. Okay, but you can't do that. You can't do that. You can indict. Now, that's one thing I won't allow. You can indict someone for something that they said. You can't indict them for something that they didn't say. So,
did you catch that? And this is very common, especially whenever it comes to black males. People always want to put words in your mouth. People always want to conjure up ideas and force them upon you. People want to do all sorts of things. It's called projection, man. And I like how TBA handled that. He stopped her in her tracks. He said, hold up. Nah, you can't indict somebody for something that they didn't say. You project it onto the man. And that's very stand-up of TBA. Because if you know the history, then you will understand just what I'm saying. But he still wouldn't allow this woman to just come across the middle wrong. He still course corrected her anyway. You see that? Now that should make you view TBA in a different light. Huh? You heard me, didn't you?
You're going to need to find something else. So now that we've confirmed that he didn't say that, that's just you saying, well, I feel it. You have no way to prove that. That's just your feeling. So what did he say was the issue?
I just feel like he, when it pertains to women, we got to be submissive. We have to do this. We have to do that. And I felt
what's wrong with that?
Accountability.
But what's wrong with that, ma'am? I
don't feel nothing's wrong with that, but I felt like a lot of times he never held men accountable. Everything was always with black women. We're single mothers. Black women most of the time date black men. So who was making black women single mothers?
Black women make themselves single mothers because black women congregate on the bottom 20% of males based on attraction and wanting to emotionally control somebody, not based on strategic thinking. However, back to what you were just saying there, the female that he was referencing, he specifically said what it was, man, but you already know that. So she was, I think, over the age of 30. She was a single mother with a couple of kids, I believe. I don't remember the thing exactly, but I'm pretty sure she was a single mom. And she ranked herself, I think, of the same level of attractiveness as Beyonce, or close to it. Mm-hmm. And objectively speaking, there was some dispute about that. So those three factors, you're over the age of 30, you're a single mom, and you think you're as fly as Beyonce. Now,
but who is making black women single mothers?
Okay, but ma'am, that's deflection. Ma'am, that's deflection. So who was ma'am, that's deflection. Let's go back to the caller. You notice you keep doing that. You raise that point, but you won't even defend her. So let's go back to that. Who owns her womb? The man or her?
Her.
Okay, so who's responsible for what happens in her body?
She is.
Okay, then now we have answered the question of why you should not bring up black men again. You just expressed why that's not a legitimate argument. So let's not deflect anymore.
I like how he break that down so eloquently. Now, who can defend this? I need to know. Somebody put it in the comment section. Whew. Huh? Is he talking or is he talking? You see how eloquently he breaks it down to the finite matter? And he make it so plain and simple until a dummy can understand it. Who is responsible for your body? Well, women. Well, okay. It's your fault. It's just that simple. And I know because it's a dirty little word called accountability. Now that word right there alone is like spitting in a woman's face. Whenever you say accountability, you might as well be calling them every name under the heavens except a child of God. They don't like the word accountability. Better yet, they don't like to put accountability into practice. You are responsible for your body all the way down into murdering the child. Yes, I said what I said. If you don't like it, turn it off. Turn it off. You are responsible all the way down to making the decision to eliminate, to delete, to get rid of your own flesh and blood. And then you want to turn around and say, well, it's your fault. It's 50-50. It's your responsibility to protect your own body. Suppose the guy have AIDS. Then what? Oh, it's your fault. You the one gave it to me. You see how that work now? Protect yourself at all times, like a boxer. You can just say, well, ref, and then somebody put a two-piece on you and knock you out. Protect yourself at all times when you're in the ring. When you're having sex, you better be protecting yourself at all times. And that's all I got to say. Moving right along.
A grown woman, you are 100% responsible for the act of pregnancy. It is the height of immaturity for you to sit up here and try to deflect onto men responsibility for your sexual choices. Getting pregnant is not easy to do. Getting pregnant takes a specific quality of factors to come into the equation at the exact same time. So a woman doesn't get pregnant by accident. She gets pregnant because she's chosen that man and she's saying, I want to keep him. So you are responsible for your body and your pregnancy. Hating truth and reality isn't going to make it change. But you do understand your exhibit right now. I want you to understand, nobody knows what you look like. They don't know if you're light-skinned, dark-skinned, whatever. But you're exhibiting the worst elements of black womanhood or black females today, right now on this phone call. You're expressing the worst characteristics and elements of it. All the things that people see as negatives, you've gone right down the checklist and checked all of them. No accountability, belligerent, deflection, changing the subject, demonizing black men for your decisions. Those are two separate things, demonizing black men and your decisions. Those are all the worst, most horrendous, despicable character traits that black women express today, and you've gone down the list and expressed them all in one phone call.
That nigga just took off from the free throw line. God, he took off from the free throw line just now. Huh? Clyde the Glide, boy, I'm telling you. Is he talking? Can anybody refute this? Put it in the comment section. Can anybody refute this? Is this a lie in your eyes or is this the truth? Huh? His microphone on fire.
It's quite an accomplishment. Now back to the young woman you were referring to. Was she overrating her looks?
I don't think so. Now she would have came on the show. I don't think I'm this. I don't think I'm that. She would have got hyped for that.
Ma'am, okay, ma'am, back again. Ma'am, back again. Ma'am, back again. Ma'am, you can win by being honest. You can't sit up here and tell bald-faced lies and delusions and then say everybody needs to play along with me. If she had sat there and said something honestly, that would be truth. Because here's the problem. If you're an 8 or a 10, your life is going to get 8 and 10 responses from men and 8 and 10 results.
Right. Bam. He's still glad. He ain't glad right now. 8s and 10s. Get a different response from men. Universally. Across the board. Now, I'm going to say this. And I know it's going to get a lot of people upset. A 8 or a 10 is an 8 or 10 universally, right? That means it could be an Asian woman that's an 8 or 10. Or a white woman. Or a sister. You heard me? A 8 is an 8. It don't have nothing to do with your skin complexion. A 10 is a 10. It have absolutely nothing to do with your skin complexion. 0. So I don't know why they always run to this weak straw man argument to try to make their points. Are they some people that prefer light skin people? Yes. But an 8 is an 8. A 9 is a 9. A 10 is a... It's just that simple. And most of that come from your, well, I better not start nothing, but most of that come from the diaspora. Cake, soap, and all that old crazy stuff. Probably 98.9% of that come from the diaspora. Because ain't nobody here bleach no skin too much. No. That's coming from outside the islands in Africa and different places like that. But here in the United States,
she getting the results that an 8 or a 10 gets from men? Let's try this again, ma'am. Was she getting the responses that a woman who is an 8 or a 10 receives from men?
Probably not. No,
it's not a problem. They don't see ma'am, if it's ma'am, it's not a probably not. She was calling in and complaining. She doesn't get the results that an 8 or a 10 gets. And this is the problem. When you want men to look you in the eye and lie to you because you don't want to accept where you really are. This would be like a man saying, I want you to treat me like a baller. How much do you make a year? $15,000. But you shouldn't call me broke and you should accept that $15,000. He's not a baller. He's not even a full-grown adult. But you wouldn't want a man to sit there and insist that you play delusion with him. You wouldn't want a man doing that with you. But look how you're on this phone insisting that men should play delusional with women. That's what I mean by you are exhibiting the worst, most reviled aspects of black female culture today. you're not even demanding to be honest because, ma'am, being an 8 or a 10 isn't an opinion. Being an 8 or a 10 is an objective thing because we call it that because 8s and 10s get a specific type of response universally. These are women who men pay to look at them. Men don't pay to look at a 4 or a 6. Men pay, ma'am, quiet down. Men pay money to just look at a woman who's an 8 or a 10. Men pay a whole lot more money to be next to her. So 8s and 10s have a specific higher income and value bracket than the rest of the female population. So for a female who is far below that to say, well, I know I'm not an 8 or a 10, but if men ask me, I'm going to say I'm an 8 or a 10, and I'm going to insist you uphold that. That's the kind of thing that makes you upset because you're upsetting yourself because you want men to lie. And men won't lie because if we lie to you, we're going to have to live with this 4 that we know isn't a 4, that we know isn't an 8, but she's insisting that we lie to her. You get all the benefits of an 8, but we're still going to be stuck with a 4.
See, this is why politicians and the preacher hustle work. Because women love to be lied to, in other words. Now, I say the preacher hustle. Now, I do believe that they are some upstanding preachers, but they are a whole deluge of people running game and just in it for profits and lying and getting what they can get for their personal gain instead of trying to help or trying to steer you to God, if you will, all right? And this is why politicians love to talk to the women, because they understand. They can tell them something and give them symbolism and just make them feel good, even though they ain't getting nothing. But it still make them feel giddy and make them feel good inside. My feelings. Lie to me if you have to. And you see this right here on full display. This woman know good and well that average at best chick was not no 8 or no 10. If you ask the average woman walking in the mall or walking in Target or Walmart or Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, what have you, if you ask them to rate themselves, most of them are going to tell you an 8 or 10. Now, everybody can't be no 8 or 10. Now, somebody lying now. Now, come on, y'all. Now, y'all need to quit this delusion. That's why you can't get to the brass tacks and get your results. Because you have to rake through all of them lies and all of that deceit. And the worst thing to do in the world, hear me talking, the worst thing to do in the world is to deceive yourself. Let me say that again. The worst thing in the world is to deceive oneself. Because at that point, you can't be helped. Because you believe in the hype. You believe in the white noise. You believe in the lies that you tell yourself. You basking in delusion. Delusion of grandeur, man. You think higher than you ought to. And that ultimately will be your demise. Pride comes before a fall.
But then my thing is, how do you win? Okay, if she would have been a bigger woman, that would have been a problem. How do you win with these niggas?
Ma'am, I'll say this again. You can win by being honest.
You know.
Was she being honest when she said that I'm an over 30, 2-time single mom, and I think I'm an 8 or a 10? Was that being honest?
I don't think she was an 8 or a 10.
Okay. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, ma'am. She was saying that she was far above average. That's what she was saying, is I'm far above average. I'm in the upper percentile. Now, you cannot want to be honest with somebody, but just understand, women wreck each other today because you all get together and say, I'm going to uphold the sisterhood. So if I tell men that you're going to lie no matter what, like this is the Communist Party of 1957, well, then we all get to benefit and get to be upheld. No, there's a standard, and men have the right to have their standard. If you don't meet it, you don't get to bully men. Take this, listen very carefully, ma'am. You don't get to bully men and tell them that they got to tell you something that you want to hear, even though it's a lie, because you want men haven't earned. How about instead of trying to bully men into treating you like a 10, how about you become one? How about that one?
But I feel like if you want to do something, you should do that for yourself. I feel like a woman shouldn't do anything to please a man, because a lot of times they don't do anything to please women. If anything, they do more to disappoint women.
Okay, you sound very cynical, ma'am. If I can just be totally honest, you sound very cynical. How did you get? Who is the man who hurt you and made you this cynical?
You see how he reversed that? Usually women will always say, "Who hurt you? What woman hurt you?" Jason asked a simple question. Who was the man that hurt you? I see what you did there, TBA. That's a good play right there. That's a wonderful play. That's a good play. That's a phenomenal play, if I say so myself.
I'm just saying.
Okay, let's try second time. Who is the man who hurt you and made you this hopelessly cynical?
Nobody's really gave me that, but I go, and like I said,
clearly they did.
I listen to the
Clearly somebody has made you very cynical. Clearly they have. You are extremely negative.
I wouldn't say that. I just feel like a lot of them, and this is my saying, they want Mercedes services with Hyundai money. You want this, you want that, you want.
But ma'am, slow down. Slow down. That's great. Okay, man, that's great. Ma'am, that's great. Ma'am, that's great. You say these fellas want a Mercedes service with Honda money. Great, wonderful. I agree with ma'am. I agree with you 110%. Question: are you a Mercedes?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, I want you to get on Zoom. I don't believe you.
What do you mean you don't believe me?
You're a liar. I'll pay you $25. Get on Zoom. I don't believe you.
Okay, so what do you believe then?
Ma'am, you're a liar. I'll pay you $50. Get on Zoom.
For what?
Because if you're a Mercedes, ma'am, if you're a Mercedes does not mind showing the world it's a Mercedes. I don't believe you. I'll pay you $75. You're a liar. Get on Zoom.
Why am I gotta be a liar?
Ma'am, you're a liar. I'll pay you $100. Get your fat ass on Zoom.
I'm not fat.
Ma'am, I will pay you $100. Get on Zoom now.
Okay, so if I get on Zoom, what point is that going to prove?
It will prove that you're a Mercedes and that you know everything you're talking about and that I'm wrong.
I'm just saying.
Ma'am, it'll prove that we can just end this debate real quick. Get on Zoom and it'll show that Jason don't know a damn thing he's talking about.
I can hop on Zoom right now. I'm not ashamed to get on there.
Okay, good. I want you to get on Zoom and you can show everybody what a Mercedes looks like. What you waiting on? The link is at the top. The link's at the top of the chat room. I'm waiting.
You better send my $75, bro.
Okay, go ahead and send it to me. I'll go ahead. I can't wait to see this Mercedes.
So what you look like? How come you don't show your face? What you look like?
Ma'am, because I only show my face to folk in public, and if you're a Mercedes, I'll come see you. I would love to come. I would love to add a Mercedes to the harem of this year. Ma'am, I'm done talking. Are you going to pony up or shut up? What's it going to be?
I ain't got to shut up. I proved my point.
Okay,
I proved my point about you niggas.
Okay, get your big ass off the phone here is what you need to do. That's what you need to do.
Well, guys, you seen the exchange. Whenever Jason put her foot to the fire, she backed out rather quickly, didn't she? He even offered to pay her $25 just to get on Zoom. Well, why do I will pay you $50. You a liar. And then call her a liar. Oh, surely that would make you get on Zoom, right? You a liar. Well, what would that prove? I'll pay you $75. You a liar. Get on Zoom. I want to see the Mercedes. Yeah. I will pay you $100. A C note. Get on camera up. And make me out to be a liar. Which, and I could tell that she was a heavy-set woman because of her throat. Yeah, come on, y'all. Listen at the voice. And she didn't want to cam up because she know that she's talking from a place of scorn or being hurt. And you can tell. And like how he said, she was very cynical, very bitter, man. Just, y'all niggas, this and that. Yeah. We know. But shout out to TBA, man. He always come through. And they are going to be a lot more TBA on this channel. Because I think that his work need to be highlighted. And a lot of people are scared to highlight his work. But I'm not scared to highlight TBA work. Because it need to be highlighted. And it's just that simple. Some people have a problem with him. I don't have nothing to do with that. That don't have nothing to do with drama. Zero. I've been listening to TBA ever since probably 2012. Yeah. It started out up on the Black channel. You need to go check out this channel, the Black channel, as well. He covered a assortment of topics over there, socio-economic topics, politics, all kind of stuff up over there. But guys, be on the lookout for that because they gonna be a whole lot more here, all right? And do me another favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. I appreciate that in advance. Hit the like button, hit the share button, comment, fam, because I'm trying to get into the algorithm because it changes so much until it's tricky. Support my channel by going to the Cash App. I'm a small channel, guys. Help me out. You also can support my channel by going directly under the video and clicking on the super thanks. You can donate there as well, if you will. And like I always tell y'all guys, much respect and success to everybody. Peace. And remember, there is more